YouTube, my name is Davia Monae and welcome back to my channel. I wanted to make a video about my experience on divorce court.
And can you give me your perspective on this relationship here?
Okay, my brother and Betty's relationship is very toxic and I believe that they are probably better apart than being together. The episode aired in January of this year. How I got on the show is a little funny. I was minding my own business, rewatching The Hate U Give because it was finally on the movie channel. You know, once them movies get on that movie channel, your girl wanna watch everything. So I was watching it, and this was probably either in the ending of July or the beginning of August. I can't remember, but I got a call from my brother's girlfriend. And she called me and said, would you want to be on TV? You can be me and your brother's witness because we're going to be on divorce court and they're shooting it in Atlanta at the Tyler Perry studios. I was like, what? I'm going to meet Tyler Perry? And she was like, girl, no. It's just going to be filmed at the Tyler Perry studio and we would love for you to be a part of it. They will pay you. They will give you a hotel room. And I'm like, you should have started with that. I'm in. Of course, I was excited. I'm getting money just to be myself. I was like, oh, this is a piece of cake. How long you think I'm gonna be, on air or whatever? And she was like, I'm not really sure. I don't know all the details, but I'm gonna give them your information and then they'll be contacting you soon. So I was like, okay, bet. A few weeks go by and I was in class and got a call from a number that wasn't saved. I'm thinking it's telemarketer. You guys know how it be. They call you and they be like, hello. Do you want to further your education? Press 1 to speak with someone now. Press 2 to be removed off of our call list. I'm always pressing 2 or I just don't answer. But they left me a voicemail and it was the people from divorce court. It was a young man and he basically said that he needed to speak with me so we can start the process and get me on the show. He got all of my information. He wanted to know what I looked like. I had to send him like 5 different photos of myself, my address, emergency contact, everything about me. I had to submit that information, give them my consent, yada, yada, yada. And they told me that we'll be filming in September. So it was pretty quick. The day that we was shooting the episode, they wanted me to be there early. But I had to go to my internship, which was from 5 o'clock in the morning to 10 o'clock in the morning. And then after my internship, I had class at 12:30 and I didn't get out of class until 3 o'clock. And I told them that and they was like, okay, we're going to make it work. We'll just like set you guys filming time for 4 o'clock. I said, okay. But they said, we still would like you to get here early for hair and makeup. And I said, all right, I'm going to set an alarm clock for me to get out my class at 2, just so I could get to them like by 2:45-ish. You guys would not believe what I did. I accidentally set my alarm clock for 2 a.m.
You stupid.
They're
Not p.m. I'm a mullet. I was in class and I even told one of my classmates, okay, I got to do this thing for divorce court. I'm shooting on my episode today. And she was so excited for me and we're in class and I told her that I set my alarm clock for 2 p.m. and we're in class and we both don't even realize that it's way past 2 when finally my professor is telling us that we're dismissed. We can go. And I look at my phone, that shit says 3:03. I'm like, damn. I went in the restroom at my college, did my makeup, curled my hair a little bit, got in my car, using my GPS. I hate driving in the city. I'm running over potholes. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I'm basically trying to get to them. And the guy calls me and he's like, you alive? And I'm like, barely. I'm on the way though. I'll be there soon. And he's like, okay, like we're waiting on you. Everybody else is here. Everyone else is ready. We're waiting on you. I felt so bad. I'm not gonna lie. And I finally got there and it was security at the gate. They had to make sure I was who I said I was. I showed them my ID. Tyler Perry Studios is huge. They filmed so many different shows and movies at that place that, of course, they wanted to make sure they was taking me to the right place, the right building, everything. I get there and I'm put in a room for them to do my makeup and my hair. And then the girl was like, oh, but you already looking cute. It already looked like you did your hair and you did your makeup. And I'm like, thanks, sis. I started getting a little nervous because I don't know, I just got nervous. I was like, damn, I'm gonna be in front of an audience. I'm gonna be on freaking television. I don't wanna look stupid. I don't wanna stutter. I don't wanna mess up. I want everything to go as planned. This was my second time being on TV. The first time I was on TV was for a show on the Oprah channel. It was called My Mom's Obsessed, and it was one of my best friends, London. Her and her mom was on a television show. Since I'm her friend, I was able to be on air and like be that supportive friend and talk to London, yada, yada, yada. Although I was on air for the Burt Show as the Burt Show intern, you're not that nervous because they can't see what you look like, but this was going to be different because people was going to be looking at me and I was going to be in front of a camera and I didn't know what to expect and I was just nervous. And I told them that. I told them I was nervous. They said it's nothing to be nervous about. They just said be yourself, just be honest. They gave me a Red Bull. I was like, yeah, get me pumped up, pumped up. They gave me that Red Bull. And I had 2 Red Bulls actually. And then I started getting nervous again because I said, wow, I might be jittery because I have too much caffeine in me. But once I got to the backstage, I was able to watch my brother and Betty on a TV screen backstage. And then, of course, they put the mic on me and everything like that. The judge finally said, isn't your sister here? Let's meet your sister. And she asked me my opinion about their relationship. And of course, I mess up. I told them they don't know how to communicate. And my brother, even though he's 29 years old, he's like 29 years old, but stuck in a 13-year-old body.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
But I really meant to say he is a 13-year-old stuck in a 29-year-old body. But I'm pretty sure everybody picked up on that. I got so many DMs from people that went to my middle school, high school, people that went to my college, and even people from my job was asking me, oh, is it scripted? Like, was that fake? Was that really your brother? That is really my brother, and everything that they talked about on his episode was real. I was trying to bite my tongue a little bit because obviously I don't want to drag my brother through the mud. I talked about him being entitled and his girlfriend being an enabler. I said that he was the king of excuses and I'm doing an internship. I'm a full-time student and I have a full-time job and I'm still able to get it all done. They cut a lot of that out, which makes sense because it's only so much that they can squeeze into one episode. But you can tell that I did say more because at the very end of the show, the judge says, your sister is right. You're the king of excuses. But if you watch the entire episode, you don't actually hear me saying that on what they showed, but I did say it that day. Everything we talked about was true on their episode. One thing that pissed me off and that kind of irritated me was the way my brother's girlfriend did talk about him. My brother is lazy and he's a lot to deal with, but at the end of the day, she's choosing to deal with him. So I felt irritated that she was mean. I was like, wow, like she's really going in on my brother, but that's your man. Like you're still, after you guys filmed the episode, you flew back on a plane with him to Florida. You don't plan on breaking up with him anytime soon. So that, I guess that's the one thing that was fake about what they had going on. She sued him for $1,000, but she didn't plan on leaving him for real. They was back. I mean, they never broke up. It was never nothing like that. You know, people change, and I hope that him being on the show and reading the comments on social media has lit a fire in his butt and is making him realize how much he needs to work hard and just be a better man overall. He's a good guy. He just been through a lot. You know, of course, we lost our mother, and I know that probably affected him the most because he has been knowing her the longest. He is the oldest. He's turning 30 years old. I know that it hit him hard, and I know that it's probably hard for him to cope, and it's hard for him to keep a steady job because he's fighting demons and got a lot going on within himself. But I know that he's capable of being the person that he's meant to be if he applies himself. You can do whatever you put your mind to. So all the excuses he was making on the show was just stupid. He can do whatever he set his mind to, like I said. But it was fun being on divorce court. I would definitely do it again. I would be on reality TV or just be on television, period, if the opportunity presents itself. And that's it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions for me, just write some comments below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.